Hi there, podcast and public radio fans. Heath Drusen here, host and creator of the Extremely American podcast. I'm working on season 3, which is an urgent story about neo-Nazi terrorists and how they helped build a modern white supremacist movement, even from prison. Some of their ideas have even made it to today's White House. It's both a gripping true crime story and a timely warning about threats to our democracy. And this time, my investigative reporting is funded by you. To support the project, please make a tax-deductible contribution at extremelyamerican.org. That's extremelyamerican.org. And thanks.
More Idaho Matters now from the studios of Boise State Public Radio News. I'm Gemma Gaudette. We are less than a month away from the 250th anniversary of the United States, and celebrations are being planned all over Idaho, including in Boise, which will be hosting everything from trivia night, a pancake breakfast, a 4th of July parade, even a huge fireworks celebration featuring music from the Boise Philharmonic. Boise Mayor Lauren McLean and Boise Film Music Director Eric Garcia are back on Idaho Matters today to tell us more about the celebration. I want to welcome both of you back to the show. Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks, Gemma. It's great to be here.
Thank you.
So, Mayor, let me start with you. Why is Boise going all out to celebrate this big 250th anniversary?
Well, Gemma, this is, as you said, leading up to this is a really big deal. I wanted to make sure that our community had the opportunity to celebrate, both to look back and think about and share the history of the last 250 years, to celebrate where we're at, and to acknowledge that there's so much more to come.
So, Mayor, let's talk about the day, the big day itself, the 4th of July. There's a lot that's being planned at Ann Morrison Park. Can you kind of walk us through what that day will look like?
Yes, there's so much going on, actually. It starts downtown with the pancake breakfast that goes from 7 to 10, and that's organized by the Veterans Entrepreneur Alliance. That's pretty much just right before Idaho America 254th of July parade, which starts at 10 o'clock on Capitol Boulevard. It goes from Ann Morrison Park to the Capitol. And then our signature events at Ann Morrison Park start at about 6 o'clock, where food and drink vendors will open for business. At 7 o'clock, if you're on the river, that's the last shuttle to get out of Ann Morrison Park. And then what I'm really excited about and why Mr. Garcia is with us today is because at 9 o'clock, the Boise Phil will provide the first ever free outdoor public concert before our drone show at 10:15 and fireworks at 10:30.
Okay, so Eric, let's talk about this. This is a live performance on the 4th of July. What do you have planned for this celebration?
Oh my goodness, so much. Well, first of all, I just want to say that we were honored to be invited to be part of this celebration because, as the mayor said, this is a citywide event, but it's a nationwide commemoration. So to bring music to our community was just a dream come true. We're so happy to get this invite, and I was so excited to really think about all of the great American music that we could offer. So our audiences can look forward to some music by John Williams, one of our favorite composers, of course, Aaron Copland, John Philip Sousa, of course, and then I think we can expect very safely to hear Tchaikovsky's 1812 Overture to bring the night to a glorious conclusion.
Mm. And Mayor, you mentioned a drone show. Tell us a little bit about this.
So I would first like to say that as Eric was talking about the Philharmonic, I just got chills. I'm so excited. I really hope that the community will join us. It reminds me of when I was a kid and I would go to concerts in the park on 4th of July. It's the way I got to grow up seeing the Philharmonic. They were free. It was the only way we could experience that. And I'm just so excited to have that in Boise. And then I'm sure that everybody will want to stick around for the drone show because this is the first time the city's done this. You know, I think we're seeing it. People are probably seeing it happen right now in Seattle with the World Cup. Other places have used drones on 4th of July instead of fireworks, but expect to see a whole bunch of patriotic cymbals and flashing lights in an orchestrated way in the sky as a prelude to our fireworks show.
Okay, so if I'm understanding you correctly, you'll have the drone show, but then the big fireworks show will happen.
Yes. In fact, the
And
fireworks this year we expect the public should expect a little bit more fireworks because it's a very special year, America 250.
and then Eric, where does the Philharmonic fall into all of this?
So we are performing approximately after 9 p.m. So we are later in the evening, so everyone must stick around. But of course, they'll stick around for the fireworks. And we are just really part of that big build up to the climax. And we're so excited to usher in the fireworks at the end.
And Eric, when you were approached to do this, I mean, how did that feel to you? I mean, was this something where it was an automatic, yes, we're going to do this? Did it feel a bit overwhelming? I mean, does it put a lot more pressure on you on this iconic day?
Oh, it was a quick yes. My executive director, Brandon Van Weyenberg, and I, looked at each other and said, "Oh, we have to do this. We'll make it happen." I mean, the Philharmonic has been part of this community for decades, and so for us, it feels absolutely natural to be part of this milestone. And I mean, music has always been a part of how the Boise community has celebrated major events. And this is certainly one of them. So we're incredibly proud. We're enthusiastic. We cannot wait.
And there's a lot of other things that are going to be happening leading up to the big day on the 4th of July, including a trivia night on June 25th. There's going to be discounted admission to Zoo Boise. I mean, lots of tours, exhibitions. I mean, Mayor, why was it important to make sure that there were these other events leading up to the actual day?
Well, Gemma, we wanted to make sure that we involved as much of the community as possible in celebrating our nation's birthday and this really big, important birthday of 250 years. So you're right, we've got a ton of stuff happening between now and July 4th. And we actually started earlier in the year with First Thursday events in a partnership with Jump. And our point in doing that, whether it be offering We the People Who Built Boise tours on Wednesdays and Saturdays through July 1st, or even the installation of love language at the Irma Heyman House that's now open and there through December 26th, was about storytelling of residents of this community so that we can work on recognizing how vibrant this place is and how much Boise reflects what America is, to celebrate that together, who we are, to lead up to the big day on July 4th.
And I have about less than a minute left with you, but Mayor, I really want to quickly hit on the fact that we partnered with the city of Boise to produce the America 250 Short Histories of Boise project. And I have to tell you, I think it has been such an amazing way to learn about the history of Boise.
Well, Gemma, thanks for pointing that out. It's been on Mondays, I think, right? I've had great feedback from folks on that. And so you got to experience firsthand how the storytelling around who we are and what this community is a great way to celebrate who our nation is and who we will continue to be.
Well, I want to thank both of you so much for taking time out of your really busy schedules to talk with us. We've been speaking with Boise Mayor Lauren McLean and Boise Film Music Director Eric Garcia about Boise's plans for the 250th anniversary of the United States. We will put some links to the events on our website, boisestatepublicradio.org. You've been listening to the Idaho Matters podcast from Boise State Public Radio. To stay in touch, you can find quick Idaho Daily News every morning when you subscribe to the Connector podcast. Just by listening, you're helping to support public radio right here in Idaho. And I want to say a big thank you for that.
Each story you hear on Planet Money starts with a question. What happens if we refund tariffs? Why are groceries so expensive? At NPR, we stand for your right to be curious because the forces shaping our world can be hard to see. Follow NPR's Planet Money wherever you get your podcasts and start seeing how the economy really works.